Good evening, Toastmasters. Can I hear a louder good evening? That's about it. So I'm the Southern Answer today, Praneeth. Welcome to meeting number 187th. Theme is Halt. So before we start, the few rules which we go in every Toastmasters meeting. The first rule is keep all your noise making devices on silent mode or switch it off. And the one more.
Hi, Praneeth. I think we lost the voice.
Sorry for the technical disturbance. Now, coming to the topic Halt. See, end semester exams are coming up for the fourth years in like 1 week. And in that process, some people are trying to study and in the weekend go to Nandi Hills, go to, I don't know, drink, smoke, eat, do everything because they want to do everything. And that sometimes you just need to halt, right? Just in a weekend, instead of going away or doing something or, you know, doing so many things, just wait for a moment, lie down and be mindful of your thoughts. What thoughts are coming? What happened to your weekend? Just process it and reflect on what happened to you this week, or just do something so that you'll realize what has happened to you, and don't rush on everything because life is not like that, right? Sometimes you need to chill. Try yoga or do something which you like. You need to stop doing the things which are unnecessary for sometimes. But sometimes some things we need to do. For example, in CSC, I don't know, we are studying some stupid subjects like environmental science. Why we are studying that, I don't know. But still we have to study. But sometimes we just need a halt, right? We need to take a break. We can't some things may not be possible every time, but try most of your time to take a break, take a chill pill, and just think what has happened in your life and try to do something else. That's what I say. Now that's all what I have. Presiding officer team Ganesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praneeth. Well, I wouldn't agree with that. Environmental science is one chill subject for that 1 hour. So we can enjoy in that hectic schedule. That is also there. Well, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I'm Dinesh and I'll be the presiding officer for today's meeting. And as a presiding officer, it is my duty to open the meeting. I declare the meeting number 187, themed Halt. I declare it open. Well, firstly, I would like to set things straight. I'd like to read out the club's mission, why we are here. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to build their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. I would also like to give a brief introduction about the club. Toastmasters Amrita Bengaluru was started on 20th of April 2017. Now we are over 5 years and with a membership of 33. Speaking about membership, we have a new member into our club who is Toastmaster Manjusha, onto the stage. Kindly introduce about yourself, as in your goals and how you got to know about the club.
Good evening, Toastmasters. I'm Manjusha from third year 𝙤𝙧𝙖𝙣𝙙𝙤𝙦. I'm currently serving as 𝙤𝙤𝙖𝙣𝙗𝙗 president. I like reading small articles on general topics like teenagers, women, and all. I love hanging out with my friends. I do it so much. I keep talking so much. I keep laughing so loud. And yeah, this is about me. I'm not a techie. And though I read books, I'm not an avid reader. I'm into reading, that's it. I just picked up that habit lately. And I'm very much excited to join TAB and learn a lot from all this positive atmosphere I see here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manjusha. And I can say that this is the right place for you since we talk a lot. Well, I have, I can see a few guests in the meeting. Let's take their introductions as well. No, wait. I give an introduction about the club. So after that, I have few announcements to make, starting with, we have 2 district events lined up this Saturday and Sunday, which is, the first one is on Saturday, we have this event called Leadership Conclave. It is going to happen in Juniper Networks. It's a completely hybrid event, but then you have to register for it as early as possible. So the event is about leadership skills, and it is organized by the LDPNs, as in those who are part of the leadership program, which is organized by the district. And this Sunday, well, before telling this, who all are interested to judge a contest, being as a judge? Well, nevertheless, to know more about judging and everything, we have this event called Judges Training Program, which is going to happen on Sunday. This is not restricted to XCOM or anything. Anyone can attend it. And it is also a hybrid event. The details, the details will be rolled out into the group. So please, yeah. Yeah. That is going to happen on Sunday morning, contest management training. And Sunday afternoon, we have this judges training program. So if anyone want to attend this meeting, please do let me know so that I can send you the invite and to the registration link. Well, that's it with the announcements part. We can see a few guests in the meeting, starting with Arya Gopal. Would you like to introduce yourself to us?
Check. Good evening. I'm Arya Gopal from CSEA 21 to 25 batch. Well, I've read and I've heard a lot about Toastmasters from my dad and my classmate here, my friend Jagu keeps bragging about it too. So, well, I know it's a wonderful, it provides us with a wonderful opportunity. It helps in developing our leadership skills, the soft skills also. The emphasis is on that. And yeah, it's a wonderful platform. So thank you for inviting me, Dinesh Anna. Thank you, Jagu. And also I thank Tabs for doing all this. It's really good. Thank you all. And I'm sorry, I will also have to leave in between the meeting because I'm a day scholar. And because of that, unfortunately, I might not be able to attend, go through the whole meeting. But yeah, hope to see you guys soon. And hope you all have a great evening. Thank you.
If someone is thinking a lot, he resembles our super senior Toastmaster Ashwin. Anyone felt that? Yeah, I'm not alone. So, yes, Harshita, would you like to introduce yourself to us?
Good evening. I'm Harsha. I'm from CSEA 21 to 25 batch, currently in second year. I got to know about Toastmasters from Toastmaster Gopika at the beginning. She was an MBA student in Amrita, and I got to know about it from my mom's office. They have Toastmasters as well. So I would love to join the club. And yes.
Really glad to have you here and hoping to see you in the future meetings as well. Well, Meghna, onto the stage.
Yeah, hi, this is Meghna. I'm from second year. This is my second meeting, and the first meeting is nostalgia theme. And now today, my friend JJ is being the TMoD. So I'm very interested in that. So I came here. Thank you.
Glad to have you here. Tapan. Still, to put the pressure of taking up membership, I'm going to ask your introduction. Come on onto the stage.
Hi friends, I am Tapan. This is my second meeting here. Thank you.
Well, I think after that, Vashita, onto the stage. Which department?
Hi, this is Varshita. I'm from CSE C section first year. I got to know about Toastmasters through my friend Lalit and Tapan, and I'm interested to join this club to improve my leadership, to get to know my leadership sign and improve my speaking skills. Thank you.
Gayatri, onto the stage.
Hey guys, I am Gayatri from CSC section first year. So I know about this. No, I know about this club because of my friend. So I thought of interesting to join this. So, thank you.
Tanuj, onto the stage. Tanuj or Tanuj? Tanuj, onto the stage, please.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Tanuj from CSCC. I'm fresher. So I'm here because of one of my friend, Gayatri, actually. So she forced us to come. So now I got interest to join here. I got to know about Toastmasters in my orientation program. That time I allowed to join, but now she forced us.
Hoping to see you in the club. I like it. Srujan, onto the stage.
Hello friends, to my friends, Toastmasters and everyone. I am Srujan from CSE C section first year. I like communicating and interacting with people. So yeah, I hope this is my favorite platform, and it's a true correct platform. I want to improve my leadership qualities and communicating skills with people. So yeah, I want to join. Thank you.
Trust me, if you have that many goals, this is the right place for you. Well, that's okay. All right, online audience. Toastmaster Subrat. Hi, buddy. Would you like to introduce yourself to us?
Hi guys. I'm Toastmaster Subrat. I'm from Standard Chartered Eco World Club, and yeah, if I have heard a lot about wonderful themes in the meetings that happen at Tab. I've been planning to maybe attend a session in person. Hopefully this year, maybe, or maybe next year. But yeah, here I am. I would love to know more about you guys and how you do the magic in your meetings.
Thank you, Subrat. And we'd be glad to host you. And I'll tell you about the details about our next meeting. When is it going to be? You can surely join us. Just a second. Yeah. Toastmaster Raja, sorry to put you on the spot, but would you like to introduce yourself to us? You joined just now, but yeah. All right. I think,
Hello.
yeah, Rajesh, introduce yourself to us.
Hi, Harsha. Hi, everyone who was sitting in your class and not sleeping. I know it's end of the day, but I'm Rajesh from Intel Talk Masters. I once in a while attend your club meetings, especially when I'm traveling in a bus or I'm right now living like an Eskimo in somewhere in the northern part of India where it's 6 degrees. Yes, it's always fun to attend your club meetings. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rajesh. That's it with the guest introductions. To talk about the theme, halt. The best thing about halt or obstacles is you know that you're going to bounce back after having a halt, don't you think? That is the best part about it. And to talk more about the theme, we have our Toastmaster of the day for today's meeting. Well, she's a second year EAC student. She's an avid reader and an excellent speaker. She's also currently serving as a Vice President Education of our club. Toastmaster Janani, onto the stage.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesh. All right. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Can I get a good evening?
Good evening.
Good evening. Halt. Before I start with the theme, let me ask you all one question. How many of you have come into a situation where you felt, this is it. This is the end. I can't come out of it. And thought, I lost all my hopes. How many of you have been in that situation? Okay, almost everyone. The ones who didn't raise your hand, I'm jealous of you guys. I'm jealous. Because I'll tell you, I sometimes feel that way every single day, I would say. Where I would feel that the thing which I'm doing, is it right? I think, oh, that person is better than me. This person is better than me. So am I becoming strong? I don't know. Few couple of periods or the phase in my life has made me put a thought on this topic. One such scenario which I would like to tell is my high school life. What happened in my high school life is a totally different story. Let's not go into that. But to give you a brief, that was a period which I felt I can't come out of it. That's not my thing. But with the right set of people, I was able to do it. The only thing that I went through was halt, a break, which I needed very much in my life. Just like how we all are here today, taking a halt from our busy life. I assume all of us are busy. We are here to attend Toastmasters meeting. Toastmaster, what is it? It's an international organization which was established by 𝙈𝙤𝙖𝙣𝙚𝙤 on 22nd October in 1924. Toastmasters International is an organization which is currently running in 144 countries with 14,700 plus clubs and with a membership of 280,000 plus members. Come on, now that's not easy. Only because of that, we are here today. To jump more into the topic, before that, let me call upon the general evaluator for today's meeting. That is Toastmaster Durga. Toastmaster Durga is a reader, an overthinker, and a future mother of cats. To know more about the role, I'll hand over the stage to Toastmaster Durga.
Thank you, Toastmaster Janani, for making me feel so warm. If anybody at all in the meeting today is not aware of what exactly a general evaluator is, a general evaluator is somebody who will evaluate the entire meeting from the beginning to the end and will suggest things that can go well, things that went well, and things that can make the meeting even better. And if you say and think about it for a minute, it's a huge task. So to help me with that huge task, I have three very special people: a timer, an hour counter, and a grammarian. So without any much ado, let's invite today's timer. Timer is Toastmaster Lakshmi. And Toastmaster Lakshmi says, in this phase of life, she wants to halt for a moment, and all she wants to do is sit and watch some feel-good movies with popcorn and laugh out loud with her friends. And let me say that we all agree with Toastmaster Lakshmi. Toastmaster Lakshmi, please take over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Durga, for that. A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests present here. My role as a timer in today's meeting is to keep track of the time, to ensure that everyone speaks in the time slot allotted for them. This also helps us in keeping the meeting as short as finishing the meeting in time. And as in any Toastmasters meeting, we have 3 segments in it. Speeches, the second one is table topics, and the third is evaluation segment. So in the speeches, the time limit for speeches 5 to 7 minutes. And in the 5 minutes, I'll show the green card. It's 6 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. For an icebreaker, it's 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I'll show the green card. 5 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And 6 minutes, I'll show the red card. And the next segment is table topics. The time limit for table topics is 1 to 2 minutes. And at 1 minute, I'll be showing the green card. 1.5 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll show the red card. And the third segment is evaluation segment. It's 2 to 3 minutes. And at 2 minutes, I'll show the green card. 2.5 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And 3 minutes, I'll show the red card. And for all the 3 segments, you have a buffer time of 30 seconds. And if you undershoot or overshoot, after the buffer time, you'll be disqualified. All the best, everyone. And I'll be back with my report at the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. Over to you, Jen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakshmi, for explaining your role so clearly for everybody in the meeting today. The next role taker who will help me evaluate the meeting is the accountant. To explain what is her role and what exactly she'll be doing in the meeting today, we have Toastmaster Manjusha, who is in the 5th semester EEE. She's currently serving as the president of 𝙎𝙙𝙖𝙣𝙙𝙖 the Heritage Club. She likes to read articles, visit places, hang out with friends, and she says that it's the best pastime for her. And over to Toastmaster Manjusha, our brand new member. Please take over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Durga. Good evening, everyone. I'm Toastmaster Manjusha. I'll be the accounter of the day. It's essential to take halt in our life whenever we feel overwhelmed or little down. But taking the same halt or pause in a speech makes it sound substandard, right? So today, I'll make the count of your overused words and the and sounds you make to fill your sentences. So yeah, all the best, Toastmasters. I'll be back with the report by the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manjusha. And the third person who will help me with evaluating the meeting today is Toastmaster Ganesh. He's an anime lover who loves to interact with new people, but chooses to stay hidden in his cave at the same time. The last thing I relate to completely. Toastmaster Ganesh, please take over and explain the role of a grammarian.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Durga, for that amazing introduction. So, I'm the grammarian for today, and my job is to evaluate everyone, listen to everyone closely, and note down the proper usages, such as great words used by you, great vocabulary, great sayings, or great quotes that you guys speak on the stage, or the not so good usages like the grammatical errors or past present tense usages, improper usages. And as the grammarian, my job is to tell you the word of the day and the idiom of the day. The word of the day is standstill. A situation or a condition in which there is no movement or activity at all. And the example is, my world came to a standstill when I saw the girl of my life. And the idiom of the day is a fish out of water. I felt like a fish out of water when I was called upon to the stage as a guest in my first Toastmasters meeting, which I'm assuming all guests felt like. It means someone in an uncomfortable position or a situation. And that's it from my side. Whenever uses the word of the day or the idiom of the day, please give a thumbs up to encourage whoever uses them. And I will give my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Janani.
Over to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Durga.
Thank you, Toastmaster Janani. Excuse me for that. Like everybody else in the entire world, and especially in Bangalore, I've been down with cold. So excuse my cough. And with that, those are the three people who will help me evaluate the meeting today. And I'll come back at the end of the meeting, and especially at the evaluation session, to talk about everything that we did, shine, everything that we did amazingly today, and everything that can improve so that we keep learning and keep enjoying the meetings. So that is it from my end for now. I'll come back again at the evaluation session. Toastmaster Janani, please take over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Durga. Jumping back into the theme, halt. Halt doesn't have to always be something serious in our life. It can be the everyday monuments which is happening, or the momentum which is happening. For example, one fine morning, it's sunny, and you decide to go on a long drive with your friends. And when you step out, after a while, you see a dark and gloomy air surrounding, and the raindrops dripping down onto the grassy, sassy bud. That is also a halt, which is making you in a standstill position. So, halt can also be of emotions. When you feel tired, you pause. When you feel angry, you pause. When you feel exhausted, you pause. Pause is not to decide that that is the last moment wherein you can't come back, but that pause is to rise back stronger. With that energy, let's quickly jump into the meeting. This meeting will be divided into 3 segments. The first one being prepared speech session. Prepared speech session will be the session in which the speakers prepare their speech well in advance and deliver the speech on the stage. And the second segment will be table topic session, in which a speaker will be called onto the stage to deliver an impromptu table topic. And the third one being to improve ourselves, that is evaluation. So jumping into the first segment, that is prepared speeches. The first speaker of the day is Toastmaster Aditya. Before I welcome Toastmasters Aditya, I would like to give an introduction about him. Toastmaster Aditya is a CSE student, and he is the CR of his class. He was an ex-Toastmasters and has joined TAB after a halt of 5 years. He aims to improve his leadership development. Toastmaster Aditya, onto the stage, please. Yeah, I will come. To evaluate Toastmaster Aditya, I'll be calling upon Toastmaster Harsha onto the stage. Toastmaster Harsha, a very energetic and enthusiastic member who believes veg biryani exists. Toastmaster Harsha, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Janani. A very good evening to each and everyone present here. Well, the first question that we have in our life, what's the purpose we are having while living, unlike our BTech? One thing that makes our life more defining is a purpose, to have a motivation to get up every day in the morning. Now, Toastmaster Aditya here is trying to find that in a speech. Toastmaster Aditya is going to deliver his level 1 project of the path dynamic leadership. And the purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. All the very best, Toastmaster Aditya. I hope you'll rock the stage. Back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Janani.
Toastmaster Aditya, no expectations. No expectations, Toastmaster Aditya.
सबर का फल मीठा होता है. How many of you heard this quote? I'm glad many people have heard this quote, so I don't need to explain much on this. So yeah, everyone agrees on this, but my main question is, do we really need to work hard to achieve our goals? Or let me put it this way, to achieve our goals, should we only work hard? This question is very intriguing and confusing, but by the end of the speech, you all will have a clarity on this. So let me start by giving an example. So I had my friend. His name was Arjun. I mean, he's still living, so his name is Arjun. And I had another friend whose name is 𝙎𝙩𝙖𝙣𝙗𝙗. So Arjun was very weak in studies, but he was talented in sports, and he was good in football, and he loved athletics. But 𝙎𝙩𝙖𝙣𝙗, on the other hand, was more skillful. He had taken a lot of trainings from others, and he was way far better than Arjun in all qualities. So, in sports domain, because in the previous sports day he had like achieved at least 3 medals, which were all made of gold. And yeah, he was boastful, and that he was a bit of show off. So yeah, that comes along. So I don't have a problem with that. But the thing is, unfortunately, Arjun was in my team, and I knew that Arjun, because we had Arjun, we would lose this sports days cup as well. And 𝙎𝙩𝙗𝙗, on the other hand, was in Red House, and like last year, they would also be winning the sports days trophy. So yeah, finally the day arrived, and I was seated in the last row of the audience, chatting with my friends, talking about some nonsense topics. And because I had no interest, I knew that we would lose anyway. And the first event I remember, that was 4 into 100-meter relay. So basically 4 laps of 100 meters each, and it had to be run by a single person. So basically it was like a mini marathon. So the whistle blew, and for the first 5 seconds, something mind-blowing happened. I was shocked because I saw Arjun and he was accelerating in his top speed. I mean, which athlete does that in the first lap? Because you have 4 laps of 100 meters and you have to save your energy to last till the 4th lap. And I was like, yeah, we are fine. We are dead. In the next lap, he'll collapse. But the second lap also started and he was accelerating even more. It was magical. I was like, is this guy even a person or is he an engine? And I was like, okay, 3rd lap, he'll collapse. But no, I was proved wrong with every lap. Every lap is accelerating like as though it was not his top speed. His top speed was something else. And in the 4th lap, you wouldn't believe me, he beat 𝙎𝙩𝙗𝙗 by 1 full lap, which was insane. The crowd went crazy. And then after finishing his laps, he came, he sat along with us, and he watched 𝙎𝙩𝙗𝙗 running his final lap. It was magical. And yeah, we did win the sports days trophy because of Arjun. He got like 8 medals, and not like the one was gold, one was silver. No, all 8 were gold. He had basically won all the competitions of athletics, and yeah, he proved himself. So I couldn't control my curiosity. I went and I asked him, bro, how did you do this? Do you have an engine inside you? And he was like, no, bro, I wish I could. And he said that he had practiced a lot in beaches of Chennai, because it's pretty hard to run on beaches compared to normal ground. So yeah, that was his hard work and dedication which he had put. And yeah, he achieved his results. So what do we learn from this? If you put hard work, you will get results. That's what we conclude. Let me tell you another scenario of mine. But before that, let me tell you a quote said by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. He says, Karm karo, phal ki pratiksha na karo. So it basically means that do your duties, leave the goals to me. I'm pretty confused with this statement too. Like, how can we leave the results of hard work which we have put to God? Isn't it unfair? We are doing the hard work. How can we leave the result? And plus, we cannot put hard work without, getting the motivation of getting something else in return. So yeah, why are we sitting here? to become good speakers, orators, why are we in Amrita? To get good CGPA. Why should we get good CGPA? To get good company placement. So yeah, these are our goals. We are working hard for that. But what if I say that you wouldn't get a good CGPA even if you work hard? Would you work hard? No, you wouldn't. So this was my doubt. This was my scenario before God actually made me into another. He put me in another situation where he made me to believe that this statement is valid. So I'll tell you that situation now. I remember I was in 8th grade. I was selected for an international speech in Madurai, which I had to deliver. And I was selected out of 50 people, and I was very happy. I was motivated. I finished my draft in 3 days, and I had 3 months to go for the event. And yeah, I recited, I worked on my skills, I worked on my gestures, I worked on my vocal variety, pitches, highs, lows, everything I did. I presented it in front of my class laughed because it should be a humorous speech. So yeah, I got a good response from my class. I was confident. The day finally arrived. Dhananjay Hettiarachchi, if you know, he was present too. And I was not nervous at all because I was prepared. I was confident I'll rock. But then the room had 30 plus age group. And I was like a fish out of water. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether my jokes would connect because that's a lot of difference in the age group. But still I delivered. No one laughed. My speech was flawless, but the thing is that they had to laugh. So yeah, instead of getting a trophy, I got a participation certificate. And it's not their fault, it's not my fault. But yeah, the hard work went into waste. So I was like, bro, I put this much effort, but still I didn't get any result. What is this? So yeah, that's when the statement hit me. Karm karo, phal ki pratiksha na karo. If you don't have expectations, then you wouldn't even be sad, even if you get the result or if you don't get the result. But instead, you will prepare well and you will enjoy the process while preparing. So yeah, if I would like to tell you guys, if you are expecting something from life, then expect the unexpected. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya, for that mind-provoking speech or not to expect anything. Now, moving ahead with the next speaker, Toastmaster Suma Bhavana. Bhavana is a member who loves to lead a team and to take up more responsibilities. Before I call up her on the stage, I will introduce her speech evaluator, Toastmaster Jagadeesh. Toastmaster Jagadeesh loves to explore and is interested in the world's history and also loves to watch and play cricket. Over to you, Toastmaster Jagadeesh, to lay out the speech objectives of Toastmaster Bhavana.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. How are you all? Super. That's good. And good evening to my target speaker, Bhavana. So, well, since it's an icebreaker, the purpose of this speech, her speech is to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Toastmaster Bhavana. I, me, myself. I, me, myself. Toastmaster Bhavana.
Firstly, an applause to myself because I entered 20 a few days ago. Thank you. I just entered it after a long, journey of the successful survival of the 19 years. I learned so many things in these 19 years. I did experience so many things, happiness, sadness, and a lot of knowledge from throughout my journey, which will help me to lead the rest of my life. And sorry. Okay. Let me tell you how, ma'am, from these 19 years, like how a girl, Bhavana, started her life from when she started the schooling from nursery onwards. When I was in the nursery, I used to be the class leader from the nursery only. And they used to treat me so specially that they used to give me a special chair in front of everyone, like in front of the dais. And from that time onwards, I inculcate this habit of like being a representative for a team. And that's how I selected my pathway, the dynamic leadership. After all that, I like everyone, like every parent tells, right, you need to study hard to achieve your goals. You need to study like more consistently to achieve that. Just like everyone's parents, my parents also used to tell. But when parents tell this, there'll be three kinds of persons. The first person is they'll neglect it. They don't even care about that. And the second one is in the middle of the first and third. And I'm the third person who took it more seriously. Actually, more seriously. Even from my childhood onwards, I used to be so studious. I'll tell you one incident. When I was in my second class, everyone, like my sister marriage is going to happen. Everyone, my friends, my relatives, everyone are going to that. And I know that they are going to enjoy, they are going to do, they're going to enjoy more in that. But I did not attend that because, my second class unit test exams are going to happen. Second class unit test exam, not even the annual exams. I was that studious in my childhood. And after that, not only the studies, I was interested in everything, like the dancing, arts, painting, everything. And my parents are like, whenever I tell them something, they tell me like, whatever you are interested in, just do it. They told me, okay, for everything. Just like that, I asked for them, I asked them to that I want to join in karate classes. They said, okay, and I joined and I did it for 2 to 3 years. And in my 7th class, I told them again, I need to go to painting classes. They said, okay. And then I even tried that thing also. And the main phase of my life started when I was in the 8th class. As I told that I was so studious, I study a lot, 24 hours. But during my childhood, not now. No, not at all. I'm not even studying. There used to be an IIT coaching center in our school, like near our school, institute. I told my parents that I need to join it. They told, okay, because no one will tell you that when you want to study, no one will tell you no. So I just went there and I studied. Like I used to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, go to the institute at 5 and coming back at 7:30 to the home. After again going to school at 8:30. And this happens every day. It became my daily routine up to 8:30 p.m. every day. And after that struggling years of 8th, 9th and 10th, I joined in Narayana, Bangalore. As everyone know how Narayana it will be. The management and all. And adding to that, I did not even get some good friends there. Like, I don't know, like, oh, they are not good or their behavior is not good or I'm not comfortable with them. I used to be like a fish out of water there. And after that, in my entire first year happened like that. And the second year started. You know what happened? The lockdown arrived. In lockdown, I started analyzing myself. Like what happened to me during my first year. Because I did not used to study well. And when the lockdown happened, I was like so free out of that. I was not under anyone's pressure. So no need to study. Like everyone, I stopped studying. I started analyzing that why don't I have so many friends? Is that their behavior or my thing that am I wrong? Is there any fault with me? So I started analyzing the things and started to, like Thank you. Over to the TMoD.
Can I request everyone to give a standing ovation for Toastmaster Bhavana? That was a wonderful speech. Moving on to the next segment, table topics. To introduce the table topics master, Toastmaster Uthejitha. Toastmaster Uthejitha believes that she wants to run away from all the problems because she feels it's a never win. But she still believes that let's face the problems. So with that, let's welcome Toastmaster Uthejitha.
So, hi, hello. For the table topic mastery, I'll be giving you some topics. You're supposed to speak about that for 1 to 2 minutes on spot. These are the rules. So the first question, any volunteer? Yeah. Hello. Share any one incident that made you feel like pausing and enjoying the moment for some more minutes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uthejitha. Well, there's not an instant, there's an entire semester that involves with the topic. That is my 6th semester. Our online, as Toastmaster Bhavana shared her experience about the online education. I also experienced this online education for 2 years. 2 years. Well, that was hell for me, but thankfully things turned out good, and we came back to the college. And it was my 6th semester, I think February. As if things are not enough, converted from hostler to day scholar, which is in a PG. And as you can expect, 2 years of staying in home, 2 years of no enjoyments, 2 years of going nowhere. And suddenly this kid came into, got his freedom into joining a PG. You can expect, I halted for a moment there and completely ignored my academics off topic and took many trips that I can't even count. Well, short trips, but those are the trips I will cherish for my lifetime, entire lifetime. And well, as every good thing has some side effect with it, my academics got affected with it, which I'm not going to elaborate much about. But yeah, those 6 months, the entire semester is the semester I took a halt and enjoyed myself. But the aftermath is somewhat I didn't expect. But yeah, that's it with my attempt. Over to you, table topic master.
Well, even I remember the transition from online to offline. Sometimes I feel that, COVID should have extended for some more time, Yeah, but after coming to college, having these many friends, Toastmasters, I feel, I should have joined a little more earlier. Fine. Second volunteer. Hello, Jasvita. So when things go south, would you halt and leave the job, or would you continue doing the work with all the odds?
Yeah. When things go south. Okay, I can relate this too much because I had my examination few days ago, robotics examination. I had 2 days to prepare. And the first day I did not prepare. And the second day I was like, I can start later. And there were some 6 chapters in which I prepared like 5 chapters, which I can't remember right now. And the 6th chapter I remember, which is inverse kinematics. I remember it so much because I thought weightage will be there. No, I can cover it. I can do the other 5 parts, and 6 I can ignore it. And the next day, the paper was of 50 marks and inverse kinematics was of 20 marks. And I opened the paper and I was like, okay, luck. worst luck. So let me ignore it. I paused a bit. I opened the question paper. There were some 10 questions, and one question was like, calculate the degree of freedom for a 6-DOF manipulator. And I was like, this was something I don't even recall reading. It was in my slides, some 7 to 8 slides. And I was thinking to write the other half. For first 10 minutes, I was looking at the question paper, and the invigilator, I was sitting in the last row. So the invigilator was standing next to me. And he's like, what is this girl doing? Looking at the paper. And later, I was like, let me at least write the 30 marks, which I don't know, obviously, the 10 marks. 20 marks I attended and I came. So I think we should do whatever we know. Take a hold, take a pause, and at least attempt it, not ignore the whole paper. Thank you.
Nice, I can relate that as well. Next, any guess? It'll be easy. Come. No, it'll be easy. Come. I mean, yeah, just come. You have to overcome the fear. Come, that's why it's there. Anybody else? Any guess? Any new members? Okay, come. I know you're waiting. Come, come. Yeah. So, uniform or civil dress to college?
Okay, I prefer uniform rather than civil dress because uniform makes equality in the students, right? Fine, you people are angry on me. Sorry. Okay, fine. I'm in civil dress and you people are in uniform, and I'm saying about uniform is like good. And yeah. So. It's like equality among students. And no, that's no, I didn't lie. Yeah. And day before yesterday, I got the uniform cloth and I have to stitch it. Thank you.
Nice one. To add to it, uniform has so many advantages to it. You don't have to find the matching earrings, matching sandals, matching bangles, so many things. Matching bindi. Uniform, just the plain uniform. Come, study, go. So next question, next volunteer. Okay, yeah. Hi, Praneeth. I have a typical question for you. Do you really think you can find wife on Tinder?
Super, super, super. Very nice question for me. Huh? So, I don't know. I don't know if I never used Tinder or what do you call the type of person you can define me is like these days in Instagram, you'll get Sigma male, no girls, only gains. Those type. I don't know. I just think like that. Tinder, I don't know. I never used Tinder. So I'll tell you my opinion on these all things. I believe, see, I believe this is, I believe that our Indian system makes this thing so easier. You don't have to find a girl, convince them, go behind them, roam behind them. Girl is a girl at the end of the day, right? Any girl is fine for me. And I think it has to, I'm so like single that I just get like a joke in the mind, which I've seen in the cinema. It is a girl, right? Then it's fine for me. So I don't know. At this point of time, I'm not into this Tinder stuff and all. I think that
You know, we are blessed. Indians are blessed with the arranged marriage system, I believe. Just 97% success rate. I am maths guy. My love marriage is only like 50%. So I believe statistics. I'm learning data science. So I think that's good because that works for me. Because that's why I'm encouraging it. Thank you.
Yeah, new side. Next volunteer, any online audience? Any online audience? No? Okay. Offline? Ah, yeah. Hi, Madhumita. How was your first day of college?
Online to offline, online to offline. That was the only thing I prayed the whole COVID situation during the lockdown. First day of college, I was very excited, nervous. I didn't know what to do. You know, I had no clue where my classroom is. I was just like the fish out of the water. Then, you know what? I created this bunch of friends online. We named ourselves Sunapana, which means a character name. We were so close that I was very excited to meet them. The first thing that I did was I went to my class, I searched for them, and I found them. The happiness when I saw them was, I couldn't explain it to anyone. I was very happy seeing people, seeing, good vibes around the whole college, getting to know that energy that each one passes around. First day, I think, let it be college or anywhere you go, first time is really, really special. Maybe the first speech you have delivered, maybe the first time you learned to write with a pen, maybe the first time that you went and proposed your crush. It can be anything. And I feel first time getting into a college, it's a whole different vibe. That's it. Over to Toastmaster Uthejitha.
Yeah, I remember my first day too. I was searching for friends. So the last question. Any volunteers first years again? No? Anybody? No. Okay, fine, yeah. Should movies have interval?
You know, when you have a gun and you take it, just shoot yourself. This is what happens. I gave the topic to her and it came back to me. All right. I was watching this amazing movie called Avengers Endgame. It was a wait of 10 years for me. I struggled to find the movie tickets for almost 10 freaking days. The tickets opened on Book My Show 10 days before the movie released. I ran around 3 to 4 theaters, which were in a vicinity of 10 kilometers. I didn't find a single ticket. 5 days later, I heard that there were more shows going to open up. I went and I roamed around the theaters again. No single ticket. And on the D-Day, on the day of the movie, I got up in the morning. I got a call from my friend saying, bro, Endgame, macha, one ticket. One ticket is there. But in the bottom row. Not bottom row. I will sit on the floor also. Just give me the ticket. Excuse me. So at that moment, I was the happiest person in this world. My only motive was to go to Avengers Endgame. I sat in the theater and trust me, the moment Captain America was facing Captain America, I was all pumped up. I was shouting like a maniac in the theater. The moment the shield fell down, the movie stopped. Like, bro, this is an English movie. You don't have intervals in it. And please don't have intervals in it. All of a sudden, we are stopping the movie. That was the moment I decided to become a movie buff who wants to protest saying there shouldn't be intervals in a movie. And again, if it's a Telugu movie or a South Indian movie, I would prefer an interval absolutely, because the pump behind it is amazing. But if it's an English movie, bro, please save me from that. Thank you so much. Back to you.
So thank you, Harsha. Done with table topic mastery. Back to Jaswita. Janani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uthejitha, for that amazing table topic session. Now let's quickly go for a 5 minutes break. Timer, Toastmaster Lakshmi, do let us know once 5 minutes is done. Welcome back to the meeting. Continuing with the theme, halt. Halt is very much needed in all of our lives. There are these odd times in your life which makes you go through ridiculous obstacles. But the mindset which we have within us, that reminds us we can do it. One day, when you look back at the journey where you started, you will be amazed and amused by how far you have come. And trust me, halt is very much needed. With that being said, let's move on to the next segment, that is evaluation. To do that, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Durga.
Thank you, Toastmaster Janani. Once again, welcome everybody to the evaluation section. That's third part of the Toastmasters meeting. So before I go into my evaluation, let me call upon the first speech evaluator, Toastmaster Harsha, to evaluate Toastmaster Aditya's speech.
A very good evening once again, and a special one to Toastmaster Aditya. सबर का पल क्या होता है? Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ganesh and everyone. Well, Toastmaster Aditya proved that sabar ka pal meeta hota hai. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aditya, for bringing that different perspective about not just one thing. I think there were a lot of things pointed out in your speech. It didn't have just one purpose, it had purposes. Well, firstly, starting with, I think my evaluation is going to be like a SRK movie marathon, so bear with it for the next 2 to 3 minutes. First one is Hum Saath Saath Hai, the relatability factor you brought into the speech. That was amazing. When you talked about the confusion you had, if hard work is worth it or not, I felt it. When you were speaking about the whole scenarios in your school, I felt it, a school tournament. How do you feel when a weak person is in your team? We might lose, man. That's the first thing that a kid would definitely think. I think bringing in that perspective brought in the relatability factor. And the second thing that I loved in your speech was Dil Se. He spoke from his heart with pure emotions. He had emotions filled around his speech, and that is something which made the audience hooked to their seats. Now, when we just come onto the stage and talk, it's just not us talking. It's more about how we talk to the audience. That is something Toastmaster Aditya excelled with. He had emotion in his speech. And the third one is Main Hona. Arjun, just coming into your team and magically giving you 8 golden medals. That moment, I felt your happiness. I felt your team's happiness. I think that is a factor everyone can bring in into a speech, a comparison between how a person was and how a person is. That brings in a different perspective to the speech. Now, in our life, we do talk about kuch hota hai. That is when we bring in the improvements in your speech. Sometimes we do have improvements in your speech, and the first one being, let me tell you, let me do this, let me do that. Trust me, audience will give you the permission to do things on the stage. So you need not let them give you permission to talk something. Don't say, let me tell you, let me go to this right now. Just go ahead and do it, because that's what gives you a smooth flow in the speech. And the second one being, the transitions in your speech. Now, when you're moving from the body of your speech to the conclusion, where you're told that, in your life, don't have expectations. When you're conveying that point, the transition between the story and that particular point was missing a little bit. Now, when you write a speech, have those transitions in place, talk with your mentor, rehearse it more. That is when the transitions will come into the picture. All right. Now, jab tak hai jaan, we have challenges in our life, and I do have a challenge for you. That is, the detailing in your speech was amazing. The way you created all the instances and situations in your speech was something amazing. And keep that detailing with you. Next time when you give a speech, have a speech with total description. Have a moment where you describe a whole scenery. Have a moment where you describe a whole situation, which is so gripping. Have that detailing with you, and you'll go a long way. Thank you so much. Back to the General Evaluator, Toastmaster Durga.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsha. And to evaluate the second speaker, we have Toastmaster Jagadeesh. Toastmaster Jagadeesh, please take over.
Once again, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Now, how is the Josh? Nice. How are the speeches? Amazing. Yeah, it is good. Well, to describe about my target speaker, Bhavana, it was very well. Since it's an icebreaker, you have done very well. And all I can say about Bhavana is she's a dynamic person. She studies, she dances, she do everything. Whatever you name it, she'll do. So I can call this as dynamic person. And she's so studious. Before unit tests are, since it's an unit test and that too in second grade, you haven't attended the marriage. That is one thing. I have seen so many people who attends marriage, though they have some 10th grade exam. And also and your pre-college life, like how you studied, how you went to your coaching institute before you woke up at 4:30, that was very good. And you need to keep on that. You stopped during lockdown, right? You need not to stop. You continue again. You start continuing again. And it's good that you are analyzing yourself. It's one thing what everyone should learn about how they are analyzing themselves, and they need to know their mistakes. And since it's icebreaker, I don't want to focus on negative things. And your conclusion should be improved. Since you got the red card shown by the timer, you immediately went out of the stage. You need to give a proper conclusion. Don't rush it out. We have a buffer time of 30 seconds. Okay? That's it. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jagadeesh. With that, let's go to the with that, let's go to the tag introduction evaluation. First, we have Toastmaster Ganesh, who is the grammarian, who will give us the evaluation.
Good evening, everyone. I am back with my report. I'll start off with the essay. He used some good quotations like be mindful of your thoughts and take a chill pill. And moving on to the presiding officer, set things straight is a good thought that you spoke on stage. Moving to the timer, had good vocabulary and used words like disqualified. And the Toastmaster of the day used some really good poems, which I couldn't note down. But a line of it is rain dropping down on a grassy, grassy, sorry. And some thoughts were rise back strong, and some vocab is ridiculous obstacles, amazed and amused. Moving on to the GE, you use the quote saying without much ado, which is a good quote too. Coming to the speech evaluator, you had good vocab, perspective, emotions filled around the speech, transition, and gripping. Coming to the speech evaluator 2, Toastmaster Jagadeesh also had good vocabulary like dynamic, studious, and analyzing. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Aditya. Well, your speech was amazing and it had rich vocabulary like intriguing, mind-blowing, mini marathon, accelerating, and had really thought-provoking thoughts. If you put hard work, you get results. If you don't have expectations, you will enjoy the process. And speaker 2, you had good vocab as well, like representative, studious, and analyzing. The word of the day and the idiom of the day were used by a few people. The word of the day was used by Toastmaster Janani, and the idiom of the day was used by Aditya, Bhavana, and Madhumita. Please give a round of applause for using the word of the day and the idiom of the day. Some table topic speakers had good vocabulary that I noted down is every good thing has side effects, recall, and good vibes, vicinity, D-Day, and movie buff. Some improvements or not so good usages are using I don't know in the middle of anything you say, or using like in the middle of anything you say. If you are not sure about what you're saying, or if you stutter, you can just pause for a moment and not use some crutch words like I just used. And it's not very much excited, it's very excited. And someone used anyone want to attend this meeting, it's anyone wants to attend this meeting. And like I said, people keep on using I was like, he was like. And another improvement is made me to believe in something, it's made me believe in something. The last improvement is, since it's a formal setting, you can't use stupid or freaking. So please refrain from using any such words. That's it from my side. The vocabulary was great. The thoughts were amazing and deep. And over to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Durga.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. Now for the counter report, let's call upon Toastmaster Manjusha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Durga. Here I'm back with my report. Toastmaster Praneeth has more counts. Toastmaster Dinesh has more well counts. Toastmaster Bhavana has more counts. Toastmaster Uthejitha to have more counts. I want to appreciate Toastmaster Janani, Toastmaster Ganesh, Toastmaster Harsha, Toastmaster Jagadeesh, Toastmaster 𝙎𝙙𝙖𝙣𝙙𝙤, Toastmaster Madhumita for having minimum number of counts or repeating the words. Please give them a big round of applause. So, thank you. So, whenever you feel, whenever you like every one of us, when we are on stage, we feel like a fish out of water. So instead of staying stand still, I suggest you to move around so that you can feel your level of anxiety and stress getting down, and you can deliver your speech in a better and effective way. I'm sure all of the icebreaker, I guess, Suma Bhavana and others too will others to do their next speeches better, and I'm sure they'll nail their next speeches. And here is my report. Thank you. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Durga.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manjusha. And finally, from the last person in the tag team, we have Toastmaster Lakshmi, who is the timer for the day. And I invite Toastmaster Lakshmi to present the timer report.
Once again, good evening, everyone. And with the halt, we started the meeting half an hour late. So from next time, let's hope these technical issues won't be there. And Toastmaster Manjusha took 1 minute 10 seconds for her evaluation, and Ganesh took 3 minutes 28 seconds. Fantastic job for completing it before 3 minutes 30 seconds. And Toastmaster Aditya took 7 minutes 10 seconds. And Suma Bhavana took 6 minutes. And after showing the red card, she just left off. It's not necessary to leave like that. After showing the red card, you can give a conclusion. You have a buffer time of 30 seconds. and you can conclude your speech and leave. And evaluator Toastmaster Harsha took exactly 3 minutes 30 seconds, and Jagadeesh took 1 minute 55 seconds, which is disqualified. Sorry, Jagadeesh. And all the table topic speakers are qualified except Toastmaster, guest speaker Tanuj. He took 56 seconds. As it's your first table topic, it's okay. You can improve on that. And that's it with my report. Over to Durga.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakshmi. Now, bear with me as I present my evaluation as a general evaluator. We started late, like Lakshmi said, and it's not something that we can always control. The technical glitches are beyond our hands, and which is completely fine. But I'm glad that you were all here and ready and set, so that even with the technical glitch, we managed the time. So good. And instead of saying that, you need to improve on that, I am here to congratulate you so that you were all here. And the only glitch was something that is out of your hand. Good job on that. Excuse me. And we started with amazing essay address, and this is what I wanted to tell you. When you're on stage and you're talking about something very energetically and something happens, usually that energy decreases. But Praneeth today did not lose that energy. He kept on going. He apologized to the crowd for the glitch, which is very professional. Keep it up. And I want to congratulate Dinesh for making everybody feel so warm and comfortable and cozy, even if they are guests or not. He made sure that everybody knows what they're here for, what is expected and what is happening, and he does that every single meeting, which is an amazing thing as a presiding officer. Toastmaster Janani, today's TMoD, started with an amazing energy, and I want to focus on this stunning vocal modulation. She is, every time she gets on a stage and takes up a mic, it is for sure that when she lifts her steps out of the room, the energy is just stunning. And the one thing that I want to remind Toastmaster Janani and the crowd as a group, as Toastmasters, is that when you're saying a club's name, it's Toastmasters. When you're calling out one person, we have this tendency, including me, to say Toastmasters, this person. So just keep a track of that in mind. It's something that you get used to eventually, but as far as I'm concerned, that's a non-issue. It's something that you can work on. Sorry. Speaker one, Aditya. I was immediately captured by how he said, my friend was Arjun. And then he corrected and said, no, he's still alive, so he's still Arjun. So that was one of the main takeaways for me. I laughed at that for an entire day, and if not two. And which is a very interesting speech. I completely agree with what Toastmaster Harsha said. And I think as an evaluator, Toastmaster Harsha gave one of the best evaluations I've ever heard in life. To bring into a team when you're evaluating is something that is very brand new to me. So amazing job on that. And exactly like SRK, it was absolutely beautiful and adorable. And the second speaker, Toastmaster Bhavana. Excuse me for my breathlessness. Second speaker, Toastmaster Bhavana. See, the way she started the meeting, way she started the speech, I love that confidence. The confidence with which she began the speech today is the confidence I hope I have for the rest of my life. She just got up on stage, made all of us applaud herself for living 19 years, which is amazing. I loved it, and I will remember that for the rest of my life. Even the table topic session was absolutely amazing. The topics were relatable. The questions were hilariously funny, and I feel like that question was targeted at Toastmaster Praneeth, and I appreciate how it immediately turned into a stand-up comedy session, which is what we expect from a table topics session. And all the tag team did an amazing job. I want to point out how Toastmaster Manjusha got on the stage, confidently gave the R counter role, which is something I am still very scared of, because you have to be, on your best self and keep on that sharp eye for people to, you have to notice that actively. So kudos on that. I don't have any other suggestions, and we are already running late. So let me go straight into the reminding everybody to vote. I'll post the link in the group. Please take your time and vote. And you have the just give me 2 minutes while I post it. And while I find the link, please, Toastmaster Ganesh, please take over. Okay, I'm handling back to Toastmaster Janani. Excuse me, Toastmaster Janani, I don't think online audience can hear you. I don't know if it's my fault. Can somebody else online confirm?
I can confirm, Durga.
Durga, can you confirm if you can hear now?
Yes, now I can hear you. Thank you.
So that is it from my side. I'll be taking a halt as being the TMoD for today's meeting. Back to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Janani. Well, reiterating once again, Toastmaster Durga rolled out the voting link. I'd request everyone to please go ahead and vote for the best of role takers. And I hope guests got the feedback link. Got it? Yeah. Well, yeah, I'd like to quickly take feedback. And Toastmaster Rajesh, would you like to give any feedback for us?
I really don't have any feedback, guys. I thoroughly enjoyed the session today, the speeches, table topics, and evaluations. I just want to make one correction. This is not Harsha's best evaluation. Every time he comes on stage, he does an amazing evaluation. So that's my take on it. I look forward to come back again next week for your meeting again. Thank you.
Thank you so much for staying back till the end of the meeting, Toastmaster Rajesh, and we would be glad to host you in the next meeting. Well, guest Tapan, would you like to give any feedback for us? How did you feel about the meeting works?
It's very nice. Nice. Right. No, I didn't even see my time. Last 1 hour, continuing the watching listening to everyone clearly. This is the only 1 hour I listened throughout the day in classroom.
It was good, but today I hate my friends for a reason. And yeah, I passed.
It was nice and I learned lots of things and I enjoyed this session a lot.
The table topics scenario is fun. I like it. Thank you.
Yeah, today it was very good. It was very interesting to see the enthusiasm of everyone. Thank you for providing such a platform for us. Thank you.
Glad that everyone enjoyed the meeting, being as a guest, and it's your first meeting. So, yeah. You want to talk something? Okay. Well, I'd like to add on one more thing, announce one more thing. So, how many of you know about there's this student conference that is going to happen in January called Empark 5.0? Yeah, don't worry, guys. You will get to know. So, this is for the club members announcement. So, if you're interested to participate in the contest, which is one of the contests is speech relay, and don't know which teams to form, please let me know so that I can fix you up with any of the other members who are available. So that is one announcement I would like to make. And Toastmaster Durga, where are we with the results?
Sending it to you right now, Mr. Ganesh.
Yeah,
I
Durga.
apologize. We'll keep voting. Just give me a second.
Hope everyone voted.
I have 20 responses. Is that a good place to stop? Because I can't see the
Yeah, I think
number of
you
people
can give me
who-
the results. 20 responses. Yeah. Well, Manjusha, this is your first meeting. So how did you feel about the meeting? The stage. Yeah.
Well, I am actually, I used to attend few meetings when it is online. I don't know. I even spoke to Toastmaster Gopika regarding my membership somehow, because it's online I couldn't rely on my network and all. It isn't stable actually. I don't know, but I always have this knack for joining tab. I enjoy the meetings. I specifically enjoy the themes very much. You know what? When Toastmaster Govind asked me for the intro, instead of thinking of the intro, I was thinking of the first speech I have to give. I'm that excited. So yeah, it's really a very good experience. We don't know when we speak, we talk. We miss on few things, and we repeat words, and my role is today a counter. I think I gave my report well, and it's really good that we have very positive atmosphere here, people without non-judgmental views. We won't judge anybody here. Very good to see everyone encouraging each other here. Yeah, one day I'll also be the TMoD here and host the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manjusha. Well, I have the results, which I'm going to present now. This is something I'm trying now. Which is not going to work. Okay, I'll just go ahead and announce the results. Okay. Best of Big Four, it is Toastmaster Janani onto the stage. Is it still not presenting? All right, best of tag team. We have Grammarian, Toastmaster Ganesh onto the stage, please. Best of speech evaluations, we have Toastmaster Harsha onto the stage. Best of speakers, we have Toastmaster Aditya onto the stage. Last but not the least, best of table topic speakers, we have Toastmaster Praneeth. Well, with that, I'd like to end the meeting. If you people have any feedback, you can give your feedback to me or anyone else in the networking session that is going to happen after the meeting. But for now, I would like to declare the meeting number 187, theme halt, close. I declare it close. Now we have election briefing, which is going to be handled by this club leadership committee by Toastmaster Vinay. Toastmaster Vinay and Toastmaster Vinutna. Well, guest, this is for club members actually. If you want to listen to it, you can stay back. If not, you can. Really glad to host you. Hoping to see you in the next meetings.